Hi everyone, welcome to the next episode of my SimCity 4 Let's Play of Solitude. I know it's been a long time since I have worked on the city, but like I said, I plan to continue both series at once, so I think this one needs some attention. There's definitely a lot of work to be done in the city tile and the surrounding ones, so yeah. And of course I'm not going to stop the other one either, so I'm going to probably make a new episode of that pretty soon. So anyway, in the last episode, I believe I was making this university campus, of course, and I think I destroyed a lot of parking or something, because, I don't know, I wanted this plaza in the middle, I think. So I'll have to figure out what I want to do with the surrounding area of the campus. And one thing that's important is new network add-on mod has come out since the version 32 full release is now out, so if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's 32. So I have a lot of changes that I can do now to transportation infrastructure, such as the turbo roundabouts. Yeah, and I've actually built one of those in a new city, which showed that yet. This is kind of a problem, though. I didn't expect this to happen. The single track rail and road is bugging up for some reason. I'm gonna have to deal with it for now, I guess, because I'm just going to click on these to convert them to the new version. This new version I'm using is the Real Railway mod. And yeah, that is different texture, and I think it's 3D model based compared to the old ones, two-dimensional textures. So it looks a little nicer in my opinion, or a lot nicer, and you get nicer curves and everything if you just drag a 45-degree curve, for example. I'm not gonna get rid of all yet, I guess. I could swear if you clicked on a train it would disappear in the past, but now it's like they're really tough in Brazil or something. They won't disappear. Now it's messed up, so whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna convert this last section here, and then continue the university. I know clicking on a railway is the most exciting part of building a city. Okay. So I want parking lots on the outside of the university. And those are in the bottom of this menu. And by the way, you probably noticed I have music on my Let's Play now. I thought that might be a welcome change to just silence in the background. For some people at least. Could be a little more interesting to watch or listen to, I guess. Yeah, but I just have the default games music and the SimCity 3000 soundtrack mixed in there, so I did try to turn it all the way down in volume, but it's, I don't know, I kind of thought it would be quieter. Hopefully it's not drowning me out or anything. Okay. So I guess this parking lots would be the best thing. I don't know if I need more pathways or what. I mean, I don't know. No, I need to have two connections here, see. So I'm gonna make it something like that. There are a lot of different pieces that you can use, as you can see here. Like this could be useful, actually. Kinda connects to the road, too. But make it go straight while get rid of that and make it an intersection. If this were real life, this would be a good place for a crosswalk where the median ends here. Look at my local university, they have a, I guess what you call an AVE2 road. Avenue, 2 lanes, just like this one. Yeah, and there's a nice landscape median and everything. And there's a roundabout too. But, anyway, I need some intersection pieces. I want that. Oops, other way around. Okay, I guess green arrows have a big, wide path. Yeah, I don't know, something I've always wished I had as far as plugins is crosswalks. I mean, mid-block crosswalks, not at intersections, like right here. You could have one, but I think I've seen them before for at least the European road mod, textures mod, where you can just plop a lot and have a crosswalk there. It's not about the American road textures, though. If anyone knows of one, they can point it out. But I doubt there's one for AVE2. That would be nice, though. So I think I'll end this here. Make this a cross intersection, and continue that to the road. Yeah. So, yeah, so this one's a long pathway. It continues all the way from one end to the campus to the other. This other part is just a short plaza area, I guess. Does that make sense? So, now I need to fill in most of this area with tree lots. I don't have any that come with this campus set, I don't think. So I'll just use something else. I think these are seasonal trees, right? I mean, it's supposed to be. Yeah, see? Because they're not appearing here and they just take a while to appear. Probably mentioned before, I don't have seasonal trees, so I replace them with non-seasonal ones, just for consistency. But they're going to appear along these pathways in a while, I suppose. So what I usually would use is the Pegasus Random Woods. There we go. There's the trees. Wait a minute. Oh, that lets me know that I did it differently over here than I did here. As you can see, the trees are on alternating sides. But now they're on the same side. I don't know, I guess that's alright though. It's just because before I think I was rotating the lots, see? Same with the street lights. This way, and then face it the opposite way for each lot I would place. That's alright though, not like it looks bad or anything. Pegasus tree lots, they're down here, but I think the problem is they have like I don't know, forest base texture, ground texture, or whatever. This is the nice green grass texture, so I think I'm gonna try to find something else, like parks or something. See, I think this little park with a pond would be good here. Yeah. Even though the texture for that doesn't match either. I don't know, it's just somewhat better, I guess. This one matches a little better. Not completely the same though. And I don't know, playground out here appropriate for this area, I guess. For a college campus, but yeah. So I can, yeah, that would be a good place for another one of those, I think. Far enough away so it doesn't look repetitive, I guess. So, the rest of these areas, let's see, I only have a few parks to choose from, so I have to figure out something else to put there. So as I said, I was going to do trees originally. So I think I'll do trees, and parks in the inner portion. So let me just replot that park green. And see, I was looking for a tree lot without with a base texture matches that one. So what do I have for that? I'd like to have 2x2, or I could just plop a few smaller lots. I have a few random ones that I've downloaded, which aren't part of bigger packs, but they have more unusual trees compared to the others I usually use. This one, I know there's a 2x2 one somewhere in here. Customized. There it is. Now this base texture. This doesn't even have a base texture, which I think is pretty good. I mean, this actually matches a lot better without the base texture, even though it doesn't have the exact grass texture. Still a pretty good match. I'm gonna place another one, rotate it that way though. And these are always harder to fill in, because they are in the diagonal corner here with the roundabout. Because if I put anything here, let's see, if I put trees, it doesn't have a grassy texture, it'll have a sidewalk, so I can just, what I'd normally do is use these diagonal fillers. Probably this one. That matches pretty well. It's got the similar sidewalk texture, but I think I'm gonna different. So the thing with that is, it'll have it's this huge sidewalk area. Sometimes it's kind of makes more sense to just put like mirror mode plot trees here and have this stay as the default texture. It makes it look so like urban and developed if you do that with the sidewalks. This is what I was looking for. Oops, that's not what I was looking for. I think that's the exact matching texture, so that should be a better choice for that. And I can also keep that texture with a couple of grass areas. Should be the same. Okay. Yeah, so you can't really see, unless you look really closely, you can hardly see that, the lot boundaries of that. So I have the same texture. And this will be less noticeable when more trees appear on it, which will take a while. Okay, so I've got a nice lawn area. I'm just going to intersperse it with a few trees though. So we've got mostly these deciduous trees, so I'm going to keep putting several ones, probably. I don't know if I even want to put trees here, because you just, it's like trees on the edges are already there. I'm just going to leave it as like an open lawn for my university. That should be pretty good for that area. I don't know. Like I said, hopefully more trees will make this less noticeable, but this texture difference is really bothering me. The best thing I could do would be like go in the lot editor and make a new version of each of these for every possible grass texture, but I'm not really gonna spend the time to do that because there's so many different situations. yes, I still haven't got any parking lots for my university yet. So I'm gonna put a few, and I just need to decide where to put them. On the outside, I put them on the outer edges, I suppose, so I'm just gonna put, I think I'll reserve maybe this area, parking. The rest will be landscaped areas, parks and whatnot. Oops. It's always annoying when I scroll outside of the menu and it zooms all the way up. The parking lot I'm looking for is actually in this menu. That's not what I'm looking for at all. It's near the bottom. You know, what might be nice? And it's gonna put one of these parallel parking areas, non-seasonal tree one. Unfortunately, they don't have it 1x5. I'm gonna put this over here, actually. And yeah, as far as parking, I think I'm gonna actually put some diagonal parking along this avenue, or this road or avenue, whatever you want to call it. Should be up here somewhere. Maybe not. I think I passed it actually. There. I think I'm gonna have it just on this road and not along this one. Oops. Okay, so that's nice. I never understood what, with these diagonal parking lots, you might notice, like, at least half the cars, I'd say, are backwards. I mean, it's like, this is diagonal park, and it's not like, unless they were going for left-hand drive back in diagonal parking, or whatever, because I don't think that's what they're going for, though. Because a lot of them are racing this way, too. I mean, maybe if they went to the other side of the road and backed in, I don't know. Not sure why they're all facing different directions. Yeah. So like I said, I was going to put parking lots. This can be the closest parking on the street to the actual buildings. I was thinking actually, instead of the parking lot, I was going to place, I'll put a parking garage, not an 8-level one, of course, but a 2-level, which is up here, I think. There. That's sort of what I always wished in my local university. We have like, it's like a community university, and it's as everyone drives, there's just parking lots surrounding it. As I'll show you, I guess. Something to do. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Yeah, yeah, this is just what it looks like, actually. So... Yeah, see, we have a lot of parking lots. I was wondering if it might be a good idea to put garages around there, you know? Yeah, we have a lot of parking lots. Everyone drives here, mostly. There are a few bus stops. For some reason, the bus stop's way out here, I think. And not nearby, but, so I've always wished we had, like, 2-level garage or something, but, I don't know. That would kind of help for walking a long way, but instead I'm trying to kind of do in this university I'm building, so that's some reason why, I guess. That would work, okay. It's cool how you can put intersections along these regular smooth curves. But I don't know, I don't want this to be the edge of the parking garage. Because the entrance is actually on this. It's on the edge. It's on this side, and I want it to be there. I think I can just curve the street around to get the entrance. Whatever. I'll just put it like that. Opposite corners, and then actually I'm gonna try to use these one-row walls. It gives them some more space to drive through the aisle. I'm sure I've complained about this before, but this is there. Game, the parking is based on the tiles. They're not nearly wide enough to hardly even drive a car through an aisle, let alone park one, so, or pass in another other direction. It's always bothered me. Okay, that's the wrong direction. Oh, that's good. I think this fits pretty nicely there. There, now I can just film the interior. There. 2-level parking garage. And what to surround it with is the question. I was thinking kind of parking lots surrounding the parking garage. Except it might be hard to get to on this side. Unless the game's gonna let me do this. Well, I guess not. I'm just gonna put trees on this far side here. And in this case, I will use Pegasus tree lots. that looks pretty uniform. Alright, I'm going to continue this in the next episode of my Let's Play. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more.